Phase 1. The long wait. You haven't moved in 4 hours. Your left hip stopped hurting 2 hours ago. That's when you stopped feeling it entirely, which is either relief or a problem you'll deal with later. Right now there is only the rectangle of the scope and what moves inside it. The rooftop is flat tar paper and loose gravel. You arrived before dawn. You low-crawled to your position in darkness carrying everything you need for 8 hours because 8 hours was the estimate, and estimates in this work are optimistic. The city below you is waking up. Street vendors. A bus. 2 women walking with bags. Children going somewhere with backpacks. You watch all of it. Not because any of it is your objective. Because your objective will move through all of it, and the people around your objective are the texture you must read to find the one face you're looking for. Your phone has been silent for 4 hours. You wait. Phase 2. The setup. The building you're on is 6 stories. You're on the roof. Below you are 5 floors of a hotel that doesn't know you're here. Your access point was a maintenance door on the east stairwell, unlocked by someone who was paid to unlock it and to forget they unlocked it. You don't know who that person is. You don't need to know. The street below is a commercial corridor. Businesses on both sides. A pharmacy. A money transfer shop. 3 restaurants already open for breakfast. The intersection 200 meters north is the point. That's where it happens. Or doesn't happen. Depending on whether your intelligence is correct. You've been given intelligence before that was correct. You've been given intelligence that wasn't. The difference, from your position, only becomes clear when the time passes and the face either appears or doesn't. You have learned to hold both possibilities with equal weight until reality settles the question. Your name in this organization is not your name. You are called Halcón. Falcon. You don't know who gave you the name. You've had it since your second job, 3 years ago. Before that you were simply the shooter, a function, not an identity. The name meant that someone had decided you were worth naming. That decision changed what you were paid and what you were asked to do. There is a man in this organization called Trace. Trace is your handler. You have met him in person 4 times. He is 40, thin, with the specific composure of a man who has spent his career managing people who operate in high-risk environments. He speaks to you with a professional courtesy that you understand is not warmth. It is investment protection. You are expensive. You are effective. Trace treats you accordingly. This morning Trace texted you 2 words at 5:47 a.m. Confirmed. Today. You read it. You turn the phone face down. You settle deeper into your position. Phase 3. Who you are. You were not always this. You don't think about what you were before in any continuous way. The before is a country you left and don't return to in your thoughts because returning there while you're here is the fastest way to compromise the here. What you know about yourself in practical terms. You are patient in a way that most people aren't built for. You can maintain physical stillness and mental focus for durations that eliminated every other candidate in the process that made you what you are. You see things others miss. Small movements. Behavioral anomalies. The specific way a person carries weight when they're armed. The difference between someone who is walking and someone who is moving toward something. You see all of this through glass, from distance, in the time it takes other people to register that something has changed. This is your skill. You have never chosen to examine how you feel about it. Examination is a luxury for people with time and safety. You have the time right now, technically. You spend it watching the intersection. Phase 4. The structure around you. You are not alone in this operation. You are the only person on this rooftop, but you are one component of a larger mechanism. Somewhere on the street below, 2 men are moving through the crowd as ordinary pedestrians. You don't know what they look like. You know their function. They will confirm visual identification of the target before you act, and they will create a specific condition, a moment of pause, a brief stop, that gives you the window you need. There is a vehicle 2 streets east. The vehicle leaves the moment it receives a signal you don't send. Someone else sends it. Everything is compartmentalized. You know your piece completely and others' pieces only in outline. This is not distrust. It is the structure that protects everyone when something goes wrong. If you are caught, you cannot describe what you don't know. Trace designed this. You understand its logic. You approve of its logic. Phase 5. The variables. The intelligence says the target arrives between 9 and 9:30. It is 8:52. The variables are what you spend this window managing in your mind. Wind, minimal. The morning air is nearly still. This will change as the day heats up. The window is timed accordingly. Distance, 210 meters to the intersection. This is comfortable. Angle, slight left to right across your field. The target will be moving. Moving targets require calculation, speed, direction, lead distance. You have done this at this range more times than you've counted. The math is not the variable that concerns you. The variables that concern you are the ones you can't calculate. How many people will be at the intersection? Whether the target's pattern holds today. Whether a police presence appears that wasn't in yesterday's assessment. You watch the intersection. A police vehicle passes through at 8:58. Doesn't slow. Doesn't stop. Continues east. You note it. You continue watching. Your phone vibrates once. One vibration means the ground team has visual on the approach. He's coming. You feel something shift inside you, not excitement, not anxiety. A narrowing. The world outside the scope becomes less real. The scope becomes everything. You breathe. In through the nose. Slow. Out through the mouth. Controlled. Your heart rate drops. You've trained this. For years. The ability to lower your physiological state at the moment when biology wants to raise it. Adrenaline is the enemy of precision. You have made the management of adrenaline a fundamental skill. You watch the north end of the block. Phase 6, the moment before. You see him. He matches the photograph and description exactly. Medium build. Dark jacket. Moving with two men flanking him at a distance. Protection who knows not to look like protection. They're good. Not good enough to see you. Nobody looks at rooftops. That is the fundamental fact your entire position depends on. People orient at street level. They watch what approaches them at eye height. The threat from above requires a different kind of awareness than most people in most places carry. You exploit this. You track him moving south along the sidewalk. 180 meters. He's on the left side of the frame. 165 meters. Your ground team will slow him at the intersection. A brief interaction. A greeting, an obstacle, something that holds him in the frame for 3 to 5 seconds. 3 seconds is more than you need. You regulate your breathing. You watch his movement. 150 meters. He stops at a shop front briefly. Looks at something. Moves again. You adjust. Your phone vibrates twice. 2 vibrations, abort conditions. You feel it before you process what it means. Something has changed on the ground. You pull back slightly from the scope. You scan the broader frame with your naked eye. A second police vehicle has stopped at the intersection. 2 officers out. They're speaking to a street vendor. Routine possibly, but they're positioned exactly where the ground team was positioned. You wait. The seconds are long. The target is still moving. 130 meters and closing. You watch the police. You watch the target. You hold. This is the decision point that nobody talks about when they talk about this work. The moment when the plan meets reality and the two things are different shapes and you must decide in seconds whether to proceed, hold, or abort. Proceeding with police at the intersection is a different risk calculation than the one Trace designed this operation around. You hold. The target reaches the intersection. The police are still there. He passes through. He keeps walking. He moves out of your optimal frame. You don't follow with the scope. You lower the rifle. You lie still. Your phone vibrates 3 times. Disengage. You breathe. Phase 7, after. This is the part people don't understand about this work. The shot that doesn't happen is as much a part of the job as the one that does. Aborting correctly, reading the changed conditions, making the right call in the moment, refusing the shot when the shot has become compromised, is as valuable as precision at 200 meters. Trace will be told what happened and why. Trace will assess your call. You have assessed it yourself, already, in the seconds since you made it. You run through it one more time with the specific critical honesty this work requires. The police presence was real. The risk of proceeding was compounded. The operational integrity of the larger plan was at risk. Your decision was correct. You allow this assessment and you don't hold it longer than necessary. You wait until noon. You don't leave a position early. Early departure is when people get seen. You stay until the city's midday activity provides maximum cover. Until the rhythm of the street is at its most complex and a person moving through it is one of hundreds of people moving through it. You disassemble the rifle. Systematically. Every piece checked, cleaned, secured. The case locked. The case padded and covered and placed inside a contractor's bag that is unremarkable from 20 meters and invisible from 200. You are now a man with a contractor's bag leaving a hotel roof via a maintenance stairwell. The stairwell smells like concrete and old paint. You descend 5 floors without seeing anyone. The ground floor exit opens into an alley. You walk east. You don't walk fast. The vehicle is where it was supposed to be. A different driver than the one who brought you this morning. This is standard. Departure and arrival always use different people. You get in. You put the bag on the floor. The driver pulls into traffic. He doesn't speak. You don't speak. The city moves past the windows. The street vendors and the buses and the people going to wherever they go. The intersection is 2 blocks behind you. You look at it once in the side mirror. Nothing there. Just an ordinary intersection in an ordinary city. Your phone vibrates. One word, rescheduled. You read it. You put the phone away. You watch the city. There will be another day. Another position. Another window. There always is. You are Halcón. You wait as long as you have to. You watch everything. And eventually, everything you watch becomes the thing you came for. You look forward through the windshield. The city continues. So do you.